Hello Virgo, a very warm welcome to you on Quarter Moon Tarot. So let's begin your reading. I have drawn one card for you and I will take out the others now and then we'll string them all together. Let's begin your reading. Let us see what we have for you. 10 of Cups. Crossed by the King of Wands. The High Priestess. 6 of Swords. Wise Counselor. 10 of Pentacles. You've got two cards of family. See? Knight of Swords. The Sun card. King of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. Solitude. Virgo, this is a family, this is a reading which is all about family and family life. I think there is somebody in your family, King of Wands, who is very authoritative, who is very ambitious, who is very, has that I've got to choose my words carefully. I can't use very harsh words, though I'm a person who speaks the truth, but being on a public platform, I have to be careful. So someone who is, who likes to have their way, someone who is very authoritative, somebody who is going to do, what they think is the best thing to do. Their plan is the best. Their word holds sway. What they feel, they think, etc. All of that is going to happen. And it kind of mars the happiness in the family. It spoils the emotional equilibrium at home. It is upsetting for everybody. Right? The family peace and happiness gets spoiled, destroyed. Now in the past, you do move on from these events without really doing much, or without really trying to figure things out. It's just that these things happen, and they, what's the word, I'm not getting that word, could be a little autocratic, a little despotic, that kind of a vibe. And every time something like that happens, within a few days, you manage to come out of it, right? Like as time goes by, a day, 2 days, couple of days, and then things just start falling into place. They become normal. There's a distance created between that event and in the present. And it's like very, nothing, you just allow time to make things a little better, right? That is what happens. One does not question why these things are happening. One does not question why should these things happen. One does not say anything, but just let it be. Very passive energy from your side, and allowing this, and letting these things happen without, and just going from one event to the other event, taking your time for things to settle down, and then few days are normal, or at times things will be normal, and then the pattern keeps repeating. Now it's time. You have been you've been with the solitude card over here, you've been dealing with this all by yourself, a Virgo, no doubt about it. And you have been, you've always been taking a, you've always stepped back. You've never stepped ahead and taken a stand to deal with this thing. The best way for you to deal with this would be to, just kind of lock up yourself in a room, or, disconnect from family members, mull over it, go over it again and again, somehow, you know, and once that phase gets over, then somehow you pep up yourself, right? And then you say, all right, you just prepare yourself to move forward, just not by doing, not by getting to the bottom of things, but just telling yourself that this will wear off. You probably cry, you probably tell yourself a few things, you probably mope, about it for a few days, but not really telling the person that how this is impacting you. And slowly all those feelings wear off. But it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of toll on your health as well to deal with this, and knowing deep inside that this is a pattern which keeps recurring, and it kind of spoils family life for you. And you probably are doing this because you need the support of the family, or you need the support of this person. Like I told you, this is a family card. You cannot leave the family for some reason. Maybe it is finances, maybe it is safety, security. These are very legitimate reasons, to for all of us. This is a primary need, to feel safe, secure, and looked after, right? But having said that, even even then, one should not be compromising on one's happiness. One should not be putting your energy down because of this. This is the time, to take some concrete steps and action, and to discuss things, and not to, allow this thing to continue for too long. With the wise counselor card, you can seek somebody to help you with this. Maybe somebody within the family only, come up and discuss this, so that you put an end to this. Like I said, it is a family card, so if it's impacting you, Virgo, even the children, even young people at home, it gives them it does not give them a very healthy view of family life, which kind of disrupts them emotionally as well. Because nobody should be going through it, neither child nor adult, right? So the way you are also dealing with it, and quietly, not being expressive with your feelings, feeling very hurt, feeling very sad, crying a lot. So everyone is holding on to all these feelings, which is very damaging. You need to let these out, so that you can live freely and happily, and express your emotions little by little, one step at a time. It's nice to fulfill your responsibility, but not at the cost of your well-being, not at the cost of the family's well-being, right? So this is the time to connect with the divine, I would say, to help you find a way to deal with this. Or with the sun card over here, it also represents a father figure, it represents a male figure, somebody in authority. You've got a wise counselor card over here, so somebody you can turn to, and ask them for their guidance, their advice, how to deal with this, because this is not having a good impact on anyone. And staying by yourself and dealing with this quietly, silently, all by yourself, is also not giving you any headway, is not making things any better, right? So you need to, move ahead one step at a time for your emotional well-being, and expressing your feelings towards the person concerned with respect to these kind of episodes. How it makes you feel, it makes you feel sad, it makes you feel unhappy, whatever you feel, you have to tell the person that this is not having a good impact on you and on the family. What's your guidance? You're getting a new opportunity, feeling safe. There could, with the have we got an ace over here? No, but we have the sun card over here. So talking to somebody right? And finding a new way, a new approach to deal with this is is going to be the best way for you to move forward with this. And feel, you've got this card of feeling safe, you know. Don't feel threatened that what is going to happen, things are going to get disrupted. It's not, you know, you don't need to fear anything as far as moving forward is concerned. This is your card of moving forward, this is a card of stagnation. These are both emotion cards, right? The Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. You're aware of your responsibility, that is fine, but what about your emotional well-being? What about the well-being of the family? There is going to be this opportunity when you probably, you know, discuss this with somebody. Whatever steps you need to take, you must go ahead, and you can be rest assured that you are going to be protected, you are going to be looked after, so you can feel safe with taking these steps for the well-being of your family and yourself. Raising your standards, don't settle for this kind of treatment, Virgo. Expect better for yourself. You will get it when you ask for it. So you need to also assert yourself and say no when no needs to be said, and to tell yourself that I deserve better and I'm going to get that better for myself. And how is the way to do it? By telling the person concerned, taking help from a wise person in dealing with this, and putting this in, you know, to an end for yourself, because it's not doing you good, it's not doing your family any good. So expect better for yourself, and you will get that as well, right? Learn, you know, you also need to learn to have your way, not the other person having their way all the time. This could be a man, this could be a woman, but them having their way all the time, they are, you know, I mean, you also need to say that, you know, we are all equal in the family, we are all equal in the organization. It could be an organization also, but everyone has their own place. It's not always about one person, it's about everyone. It's all about everyone's well-being, everyone's happiness. And you know, when we need to sometimes, you know, bring that out and highlight that even I am there, I count, I matter. Raise your standard, get the best for yourself too, Virgo. That's your reading. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you for watching.